We're working on the glides for the mirror, and Sean wants to cut this off. Sean's screwing the bracket, the drawer glide, into the wood so it won't move.
Okay, so I've put this frame together using the Craig pocket holes, and we've decided that we're going to take these bits here off and trim them down a little bit on the table saw so that we can mount these sliders more flush with the frame so that there's not a gap between the mirror and the side of the frame. It does mean though, because these are a little bit longer than the width here, we are going to need to notch out a little bit of this end here and here as well. Okay, so this should now be discombobulated. Okay, and this is the back side, so this is the front side, so this is the side that needs to be trimmed. Okay, so imagine this is the frame coming down here. This is the top part of the frame. I'm going to need to trim this edge out here so that it'll fit and be the right width for the slider. So this is how much I need to take out. I need to have it round about, let's see, round about there. So we'll measure that now against the table saw and we'll cut it. Okay, so that is 5/8. Now I don't want it to be too tight, because if it's too tight then the slider's not going to hit the mirror. So instead of doing 5/8, I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to set my table saw to 1/2 inch. It should be about there. And I'm going to just run a test piece through just to make sure that I've got it about right. And measure that. And that is it's about 17-30 seconds. Close enough. Right, so let's trim this. It's not the right way around. Yeah, that looks like it's about perfect.
Sean's measuring this width here so he can notch this out at this height. So it'll go all the way across and up so that this is inset in the frame. And then you're also going to put a piece of wood underneath this going this way to help support it, because these screw holes need to be screwing into meat, not into air. We found dry fitting it that this needs full access to an opening. So Sean's going to finish flush cutting this all the way off from here over at this height. The piece that Sean ripped off fits perfect because it's the right length and it's wide enough to screw the glide to. That was handy.
Sean's going to be making the second frame for the second mirror. I've decided I'm going to want this to be similar to the color of the cabinet base, which is kind of like an almond color or a cream color, instead of having it stained wood, because there's nothing else in the bathroom that's this color. So it'll look kind of silly having this mirror frame this color and everything else is painted. This is a stock color from Menards. It's a flat interior and it's a pre-mixed antique white, which is more of a cream. I'll do a light sand, tack cloth it off or damp cloth all the dust, and then I've got these little pyramids to set the wood on so I can paint. I've got the first coat on. After this dry, I'll do a light sand and a second coat. When the second coat's dry, I'll polyurethane. Here's what the mirror looks like before I paint it. I gave it a little scuff sanding, and now I'll damp cloth it off and give it a base coat. I think I'll take painter's tape and go around the mirror though. We're getting the first one pieced together. Craig pocket hold is how we fastened it. Sean's got the two mirror cabinets made. They're on their side. They'll be going up like that. I've got wood filler. I'm going to go through where he put in the pocket holes with the Craig pocket hole jig. I'm going to fill all of those holes in. When they're dry, I'll paint them. I've already base coated the mirror cabinets with, it's antique white, but it's like a light creamy beige color. And after I'm done sanding all of the wood filler and it's nice and smooth, I'll be going back with polyacrylic because these will be going in the bathroom in this paint. This is going to be the cleat that Sean's going to be hanging them on. This is going to be in the bathroom and it's flat paint, so I'm going to put some polyacrylic on it to make it a little bit more water sound. I've got both mirror cabinets painted, holes filled, and the reason why I had to fill the holes, I had gotten paint in them. I know Sean got plugs for the Craig screws, but I had gotten paint, so there's no way that those plugs would have worked. So I've got them all painted, holes filled. Now I'm going to go back with polyacrylic with this gorgeous brush. Oh, so soft. We'll have to see how well that brush works. Hopefully I won't get tons of air bubbles.
This line here, 27 and 1/16.
Sean tried his hand at doing the steamer as well, and he got just as fed up as I did. We even tried using this sprayer with hot water, dish soap, and vinegar. And he said that worked pretty good, but the glue that's on the back of the wallpaper is just too much. I figured out the secret to removing the backing from the wallpaper on the ceiling. Cold water, half vinegar, half water, and a tablespoon of Dawn dish soap. Let it sit for 8 minutes and it peels off. Look at that. That's the trick. Not steaming, cold water. Steam reactivates the glue. We don't like this and that around these lights. So I'm going to work on getting those removed to make it look a little more modern. Those come off, they're just screwed onto bolts. Sean worked on updating the lights, taking these collars off. Got the wall painted and the sections around the light painted. Doesn't that look fantastic? Makes it look so much more modern. I love it. We used to have baseboard hot water heat for this house, and Sean's removed the 2 units that were in this upstairs bathroom. Now I have to fill this hole here. I've cut a square or rectangle, I'm sorry. I cut a rectangle that's bigger than the piece that I need. This is 2 3/4 by 6 3/4. I've marked 2 3/4 by 6 3/4. I'm going to score along these, and I'll show you what I do next. I've scored and I've bent all of these. Now what I'm going to do is peel off this side, leaving this paper intact. In essence, what I've got now is a Band-Aid that I can fit in here. I will put mud all along here and here and here, and then of course on the paper, and then put it on. All buttered. Now to put it in the hole and smooth everything out. I've got it in place. Now to make it look pretty. I'll let that dry. I'll sand it down, and then I'll do a smoothing coat as well. And there was a ridge along a line here from where the heater was. So I filled that in so you couldn't see that line. Right there is where I put that patch for the drywall. You can't even tell I put it there. It looks great. We just hung the mirror cabinets that we made. The walls are painted, the ceiling's painted. Let me see if I can show you how the cabinets work. Oh, the Inspector General. Because these mirrors I figured were too heavy to put on a hinge. I think that turned out really, really, really good. It was harder than it needed to be, but it's done now. This is the flooring that we've got in the bathroom downstairs. And I think it's going to go really good in this bathroom. So we'll have to find more. It's kind of a grayish, so it's got some gray and beige in it. So it will go really good. We've got the water dripping right now because it's, I think, -1 Fahrenheit outside with wind chills -20s to -30s. Supervisor Remington taking advantage of the dripping water. Thanks for watching, everybody.